Hi there, good evening. It's a time for everyday drill of increasing the English proficiency. And the challenge is 5,000 words, a little far cry, but yes, that keeps us on. Okay, the goals have to be bigger, only then they make interesting goals. Okay, so here I am, Vinita Vora, a coach, consultant, a designer out here to help all the big dreamers who want to work, study, or migrate out. And to do that, you have to prove your English proficiency. And English proficiency can be proved by undertaking one of the many exams. It could be TOEFL, IELTS, Pearson, Duolingo, any that you choose to appear in. Most common of them is the IELTS, right? So depending upon the country in mind and the goal in mind, whether you're going to work or study. So you got to write this IELTS exam and you got to prove your English proficiency. And not just there, that is just one goal, one milestone to be covered. But your real thing starts after that. And how does it start after that? Because once you clear the doorway, once you get your visa, once you get your admission, you need English. You're going to a foreign land where the English is the first language. So you've got to learn to be proficient in that, to be able to study there, to be able to work there, to be able to give your best there. Okay, that's the international story. Let's come back to our own country. You may be a student, you may be working, you may be professional, non-professional, business person, startup, whatever, wherever you are. Don't you need communication skill? And don't you think English is required? It's a global language today. Somewhere it will give you an edge to go for your social media marketing, to go for your sales, or whatever you are there. So English language is likely to add to your embellishment, is likely to add feathers to your cap, is likely to add ornamentation to your personality. Any language does. More so English because it's the required language today. So never mind, we start with a goal of how to work about it. One important pillar of this is the vocabulary. Okay, of course there are other things, other aspects to it, but one of the most important is the liquidity. Okay, in your bank, how much money do you have now? Whether you use that money or just keep it there, if you bring it in liquidity, if you bring it into high velocity, it will give you high returns. So also with the language, yes, you may amass a big bank of words, you may learn, but if you don't use them, if you don't implement them, if you don't make them part of your language, they should be your lingua franca, right? You use them so much, you hear them so much that they become part of you. And this is what I'm trying to rectify here with my daily Facebook live. So when you listen to me, when I give you the explanations, the expositions, the expounding of the words, not just from one angle, I'll be saying that one word. Today, I have decided to limit it to 5 words. But those 5 words I'll be using so many times. By the time I'm done with you, those words should stick to you. See that you write them down in your notebook, you go and use them outside wherever you are, in your speech, in your writing. So here we go, and I start presenting my screen to you. Okay, so I think presenting the screen somewhere helps you, because then you are learning by watching and by listening both. Okay, so the words today I have taken are 5 with B. We are on the B series: benevolent, brusque, belittle, bolster, brevity, boisterous. Interesting words. I some of you may have heard some of them, but maybe you are not using them as often. So the point here is to help you use these words. Okay, now benevolent, mark the pronunciation. It is not benevolent, whatever you say, it is benevolent. Benevolent is kind and generous. So kind and generous, I can give you a simile for that. You know, Karn, he was famous for his generosity. So benevolent is that, kind and generous, showing goodwill or kindness. When you always, your heart melts and you want to help, you are benevolent. So what are the synonyms for this? They are charitable, kind-hearted, compassionate, altruistic. Now, this is a new word I want you to learn. Altruistic. What is altruistic or altruistic? Okay, both are right. So, charitable, use them. I'm highlighting these words: charitable and altruistic for benevolent. How do you use it? The benevolent woman donated a large sum of money to the local orphanage. Now, what are the phrases that go with it? Okay, it's a benevolent gesture. The woman made a benevolent gesture by donating a large amount of money. His benevolent gesture of helping the homeless was widely appreciated. Another one, benevolent nature. So you may do a benevolent gesture. Now, do you understand gesture? Gesture is an action, some doing. Okay, so benevolent nature, benevolent society. So you may use it, and on top I said benevolent woman. Okay, so his benevolent nature made her beloved by all. Next, benevolent society. Okay, the benevolent society provided relief to the disaster-stricken area. What are the collocations that will go with this word benevolent? Okay, benevolent leader, benevolent acts, benevolent smile. Okay, so benevolent leader introduced several social programs to help the underprivileged. Now, I'm giving you not one, but almost 9 sentences here. Then benevolent acts during the crisis were widely recognized, earning her a humanitarian award. So it could be benevolent leader, benevolent acts, benevolent gesture. The nurse's benevolent smile reassured the anxious patient. Okay, so you can show your benevolence through your acts, through your gestures, through your leadership, through your magnanimity, through your charity, whichever way you can show your benevolence. Now, this word may be new to you. Brusque. What does it mean? It means abrupt or offhand in speech or manner, blunt to the point of rudeness. That is, you are curt, you're blunt, you're terse, you're abrupt. So you don't have that diplomacy, you don't have that softness to introduce, to underplay, to use euphemisms. You're very curt, you're very blunt, you're very straightforward, you're very terse, you're very abrupt. So that is the brusque. His brusque reply offended the guests at the dinner party. There are some people by nature, they are brusque. So phrases would be brusque manner, brusque tone, brusque response. And if we go to collocations, it could be brusque attitude, brusque dismissal, and brusque interaction. Let me use the sentences. A brusque manner often made her seem unapproachable. To you. He spoke in a brusque tone, leaving no room for discussion. ऐसे बोलो, कोई पास ही नहीं आए. Nobody will come near you. You see, you're so harsh, you're so rude. Okay, some people use this as a ploy, as a strategy. Then brusque response. The waiter's brusque response. The customers. Why do you think customer service? You are taught in customer service not to be brusque, to be anything but be brusque, to be soft, to be diplomatic, to sidestep conflicts. Okay. So next is collocations. His brusque attitude during the interview might have cost him the job opportunity. Brusque dismissal. So what does brusque dismissal mean? The manager's brusque dismissal of the proposal left the team feeling undervalued. Okay. Another one. The brusque interaction with the customer service agent left me frustrated. Any brusque interaction will leave you frustrated. Okay, so you need to have a soft demeanor, soft attitude, not a brusque attitude. Another one is belittle, to make someone or something seem less important or valuable. You belittle, okay? You demean, you disparage, you downplay, you trivialize, okay? So you demean, you put down somebody, something, and you say, no, this is not good, this is not good. So that is demeaning, okay? And next is to downplay. You tell somebody is not so good at it, not so this thing. You try to mitigate the work he's done. You try to find fault, or you do something. It could be any way when you are demeaning somebody's work. You're trivializing somebody's work. Okay. So I am just trying to gauge this. Yeah. Okay. It is. Yeah. Correct. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing it right. It is disparage. Okay. I just wanted to check this word whether my pronunciation is fine. It is disparage or disparage. Disparage would be, I guess, British. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to check it once again. Then he often belittles his colleagues to make himself feel superior. That's a way, some people tend to.
We are looking at how to pronounce these words.
Okay.
Rich. Syllable disparage. In American English, however, it is usually said as disparage. Disparage.
Okay, so it is disparage or disparage. I wanted to make sure because I knew it as disparage. Okay, belittle someone's efforts. It's unfair to belittle someone's efforts when they worked so hard. To belittle achievements, don't belittle her achievements. She's accomplished a lot. Belittle contribution. His comments were meant to belittle her contribution to the project. Okay, and how can you belittle somebody? By your comments, by your attitude, by your remarks, by openly denouncing something. So you are belittling somebody, making it small, making it seem trivial, making it insignificant. That is you belittle. Next, how to use the collocations. It is belittling remarks, it is belittling opinion, belittling accomplishments. His belittling remarks in the meeting undermined the efforts of her colleagues. So one in the team belittles another one, the entire team comes down. Okay, so it's important not to belittle someone's opinion during a discussion, even if you disagree. So disagreement with anyone doesn't mean that you have to belittle another one. That's what people do. That's what siblings do. That's what people do. That's what when you run into a conflict do. Just because you are not on the same page with another one, because you don't see eye to eye with another one, it does not mean you will belittle another person. Okay, you will denounce another person. Despite his numerous achievements, he always felt others tried to belittle his accomplishments. Now, this could be his mental problem also. Okay, maybe others are not doing it, but he feels it's his problem. Okay, never mind. Next word is to bolster. Bolster means to support or strengthen something, to prop up, to give support. Synonyms would be to reinforce, to boost, to fortify, to uphold. Okay, so I'm here to bolster your effort to write the IELTS exam with flying colors. Okay, I'm here to bolster your motivation to crack your English exam with high marks. Bolster, to prop up, to support, to reinforce. The usage would be the new evidence bolstered his argument in the debate. So at times, evidence could bolster your argument. So just the speech, it could be action, it could be behavior, anything to bolster. Now, bolster confidence, bolster support, bolster the economy. Her encouraging words helped to bolster his confidence before the exam. The government took steps to bolster support for the new policy. The stimulus package was designed to bolster the economy during the recession. Collocations is bolster morale, bolster defense, bolster relationships. Now, the company organized a team building event to bolster employee morale during the tough times. So, when the times are tough, everybody has to get together, everybody has to lend a shoulder. And that's how you bolster each other up. That's the strength of unity. Now, bolster defense. The new evidence was crucial in bolstering the defense's argument in court. You see how in various situations you can use it. Then bolster relationships. Regular communication is essential to bolster relationships within a team. Okay, that is to bolster. Okay, next, last word today, no, second last, brevity, the quality of being concise and exact in writing speech. Brevity is the soul of wit. This is a quotation of Thomas Hardy, I guess, somebody I recall. Synonyms are conciseness, succinctness, terseness, and shortness. To me, terse means a little abrupt. So it's a little, but yes, it falls close to it. And concise means very precise, to the point. You're not going out of the ambit at all, totally focused. And how would you use it? The brevity of his speech was appreciated. You don't have to go over. You don't have to use too many words. Small is beautiful. Brevity is the soul of wit. Next, here it comes, phrases. Brevity is the soul of wit. They say brevity is the soul of wit. His concise joke made everyone laugh. In the interest of brevity, I'll skip the details. Yeah, so in the interest of brevity, yes. With great brevity, she explained the process with great brevity, making it easy to understand. So you have to resort to brevity, though at times you may need to take a recourse to detail if people don't understand. Brevity is the fine approach, particularly today with the new generation, new S generation. They have very small little span of time. That is when reels and the 10-second reels are the talk of the day. Okay, so brevity in speech. In an academic setting, brevity in speech is often appreciated to keep the focus on key points. Brevity of life. The poet reflected on the brevity of life and the importance of living in the moment. It's a nice one, reflective one. So this life is temporary, this life is ephemeral, this life is short. So the brevity of life and the importance of living in the moment. Brevity and clarity. For an effective essay, brevity and clarity are essential in presenting your argument. Okay, so both brevity cannot be at the cost of clarity, remember. So clarity has to be there, and then the brevity will have its mark. Now, what is boisterous? Boisterous is noisy, energetic, rowdy. So generally, children are associated with being boisterous. But when you are lively, and this is an interesting word, rambunctious, exuberant, and rowdy. Okay, I like the word exuberant. It's like an onomatopoeia. It tells you that, yes, there's boisterousness. So what's the usage? The children were boisterous during the birthday party, filling the house with laughter. Okay, so the party was boisterous. Everybody was spilling around, talking around. And then a boisterous crowd gathered to celebrate the Diwali. A boisterous, fireworks. A boisterous laughter. The room erupted in boisterous laughter after the boisterous behavior. His boisterous behavior at the meeting was distracting. Now, what are the collocations? Boisterous atmosphere, boisterous celebration party. So you see, boisterous is as an adjective here. You may use it with any noun: boisterous crowd, laughter, behavior, boisterous atmosphere, boisterous celebration, boisterous party. I hope you've learned it. I said it 10 times. The boisterous atmosphere at the concert made it uncomfortable experience. The town was known for its boisterous celebrations during the annual festival. Yes, Jaipur is famous for its boisterous Diwali celebration. All the markets are decked up so beautifully. It's unbelievable. Now, boisterous party. Although the boisterous party went on all night, the neighbors didn't seem to mind. And now I will stop sharing my screen. Okay, I will stop sharing my screen. I'm going to tell you a story using all these words. I'll breeze through the story. See that you understand the story. Okay, I'll go fast. In a small village, there lived a benevolent leader who was loved by everyone. He was known for his benevolent acts of kindness always offering a benevolent smile. However, not everyone appreciated his efforts. A new official in town with a brusque attitude often made brusque dismissals of the leader's ideas, causing tension in the community. One day, during a village meeting, the official made some belittling remarks about the leader's plans to help the poor. Despite the belittling opinion expressed by the official, the leader remained calm, refusing to let anyone belittle his accomplishments. An event to bolster his morale. They knew that strong leadership was crucial in bolstering their community's relationships and morale. The event was a success, filled with music and a boisterous atmosphere. The night ended with a boisterous celebration as the villagers danced and sang for their beloved leader. Despite the brevity of the event, the impact was lasting, providing that brevity and clarity in action louder than words. Okay, so with this, I end my session today. And yes, a fervent request: do subscribe to my channel. Do mention a comment there. If nothing else, just write the 5 words you picked up today, a revision for you, and it'll help me. And yes, it's nice to have you there with me. All the best. Happy learning. I'll see you.